Hello and welcome to Pantheon of Geeks. You join us for an unboxing video. Today it's the Necromunda Ambots. Now, another Necromunda on our channel before. It's one of the games I haven't really gotten into from Games Workshop. I did play old Necromunda. We've played
old Necromunda.
With the old models and the old rules and everything. It's a game I really like. It's just I wasn't as taken with the new version because it just felt like it was being piecemeal fed to us. So I was waiting for everything to come out, and most of the stuff that should be out for the original game is now out. So it's probably a time where I'd look at playing it. Plus there's a few other people as well who might be interested. So we might be looking at doing some gangs. But I just like these models. So you can't start up a gang with these models anyway, but so I did read into that. But these are just cool models and I just like them. I'm trying to get them to paint for now. So it might lead on to the Necromunda stuff. If you guys think we should do some more Necromunda stuff in the future, it's because it's like we can do a gang each, it doesn't take long, and then we actually might get some games played and put on the channel as well because they're quite straightforward. But this is the box. This is the unbox for these guys today. So we're going to take a look at them. This is the other side of the box. Great. We've got one in Space Wolf and one in Word Bearer colours. Even though they're not Space Wolf or Wolf, but they just look like it.
Yeah, they
do. It really does look like Space Wolf colours.
It does look very, and Word Bearers.
Yeah. It's sort of that, it's that colour red. Anyway, they probably won't end up those colours when I paint them. They've wanted the Iron Warriors, but... Right, let's get this open.
You've got a thing about Iron Warriors at the moment, haven't you?
I have got a thing about Iron Warriors at the moment.
Yeah.
See, as my Salamander army comes to its close as far as a 2,000 point army goes, this isn't opening up. I've
got the clippers.
Okay.
There we go.
Yep, all done. So as my Salamander army comes to its close, I'm looking into the future for my next Forge World project, which will probably be Iron Warriors. Which gives me an excuse to have lots of vehicles and siege equipment. This box does not want to open.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, cool. We do get the thingy bases. At least one.
Oh, there's the other one.
There we go. It's tucked away at the bottom of the box.
Panic over.
Keep the box for me.
Okay.
Okay, so we have some constructions. We have 2 sprues. I believe these are probably identical sprues.
They're looking like it, yeah.
Yeah. I would imagine that they're just copies of each other.
Yes, they are, yeah.
Built the same. And 2 of the cool... I do like bases. Gotta admit, and I like the fact they come with the bases.
Yes, you don't have to buy them as an add-on.
I mean, we haven't got the main Necromunda box, I believe. If anyone out there has got it, you just get plain bases with the main game. Which is one of the things that actually put me off buying it in the first place. That's a lot of here we are. So we have Ambot A and B tour. So let me have a good look through this, because normally what I do is we just kick off and then halfway through I think, oh, it should have been different. Because I'm reading the rules for these bows, they do have different weapons, apparently. All these guys just look pretty standard. So right leg, left leg, right arm, an Ambot A construction. So there's 2 different constructions. There's Ambot A, and then there's Ambot B. Ambot. So the only difference is what we've got here really. It looks like you can equip them with also melting gun, is it? Hard to tell whether that's melter. Is that grav? So yeah, it looks like the constructions are pretty standard. So yeah, we'll build one of each. Let's get started and see what happens, shall we? So we'll go with A, which is parts 1 and 2, and then we part 3. Where's part 4? Only part 4? Part 4's over there. So we'll get off this top section, which takes us all the way from part 1 to part 6, and then I'll come back. Okay guys, so we're back. So we've got parts 1 and 2, which are going to go together like that. Then we have part 3, which looks easier together. Come on you. I'm going to go like that by the looks of it. So it goes on the back. It looks like it does. It must fit on somewhere better than that. No, yeah, it goes on like that. Then the neck piece goes in, which fits into. There's a little indentation there, which just fits into. And that goes on. You can do it. Twist it round. Yeah. So there's a little peg there. You can see that, which goes into that indentation. So once that's in place, it will be facing forwards like that. And then we can put on the next part, which is this bit, which goes cogs facing forward, these little cog sections, and connects onto that like a carapace. And then we have the front part, which is going to fit like that onto there. So let's put that bit together. Then we've got these next two parts. The next two parts is part 32, which is a cable, and then the rest of this page is an optional head. So you can have head with mandibles shut or head with mandibles open, which is 2 parts. On this one we're going to do mandibles shut, but both Ambots use the same first page anyway. So what I'm going to do after I put this together is just build the other one and show you the other head. So we'll come back up to the cable stage, and then we'll build the other one as well. Okay, so there is the body section. So now we have this clump of plastic, which is the main bulk of the body. And then we want to attach this pipe. Now this pipe is a bit weird. It attaches on to this bit here underneath and goes onto this bit here at the top. Now there is an indentation there for some reason, and there's an indentation there for some reason, but there's no corresponding pegs that fit in with each other. Weird. The pipe goes on with the blank part to the top, and the indentations are meeting each other, which is a bit odd. You'd expect one of them to have like a little peg on or something just to... But that's the way it goes on. As demonstrated on this second one that I built, it goes on like that. Okay, so we'll stick that on, and then we have the head, which has the head adaptation part there, and we'll sit on like that, I believe. Nope, try putting it the right way around. That'll be the key to that, which will sit on like that. So that in there and that in there. The other head, which we've also cut off, is made of part 51 and 52, which is the mandibles, and the go that way around with little rivets pointing forward, and that goes underneath there, and then that also fits into the same socket on the other body. So I'm going to glue those bits together, and then we'll continue with Ambots A. Okay, so at this point we have 2 bodies, one with mandibles closed there, one with the mandibles open. Essentially the same, and you can build the bodies the same if you want. You have 2 A's or 2 B's. All the components are there to do that. The 2 sprues are identical. So if you want to build 2 with their arm up, like that guy, that's Ambot A, and that's Ambot B in red. If you want to build 2 the same, you can. That's fine. And this, you've got 2 heads as well of each kind, so I said the sprues are utterly identical. But we're going to build 1 of each, and he's going to be much like on the box art. He's going to be Ambot A. Okay, so moving back to the instructions. We need part 7. And we need part 21. So this will finish off the body sort of area. And then we're going to move on to the arms. So part 7, I imagine, will fit onto there. So it goes over where those cogs are and fits onto the bits that are sticking up from this front plate to give you that. Part 21 is the other missing pipe from the back, sorry, from underneath. And that, I don't think that's going to fit on. Where is that attached to? Is it attached to anywhere in particular? Oops.
Yeah, just above the other one it seems to do, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think it goes around there. It's just where it attaches to. Yeah, it goes over the top of that little line. So you've got a little line there at the top next to the pipe. And there's a little groove in there. So it just fits over the top of there and onto that other bit that's sticking out underneath the head. So I thought it was the back. It's actually underneath, isn't it? So we're going to stick that on. And then we're going to move on to the arm. So while I'm sticking those together, we need parts 11, 8. So this is the right arm. 11, 8, 10, 9. The good thing about this is I've noticed they've got these little like sort of descriptions of where they are on the sprue as well. That's quite cool. So that's the right arm, and then the left arm's next. And then we have the 3 options here. So we have a melter, which isn't a melter gun. As far as Necromunda is concerned, it's literally like a close combat melter device, which I presume is for tunnelling. And then the option of using a graviton, which has got about a 6-inch range in Necromunda again. Like a 3-inch blast or something. So that's the range weapon, a very short range weapon, and that's the standard equipped one. But then we also have a thumb, which is kind of a weird thing. So what I might do is use one of these on one of these on the other. I'm going to put them both on the left hand, so the right hand's actually going to have the thumbs on. If that makes any sense. Just because in both models the sort of right hand is obscured into the back, where the left hand's a bit more forward. At least it looks like that from the drawing. Sorry, from the photos. But we'll see how that looks. So the grey one on the box art, if we have another look at the box art, you can see he's pointing forward. Underneath that he's got the melter, which kind of looks like a bolt gun on that. Doesn't look like any melter I've seen before. But I'm only saying it's a melter because if you look at the rules for it, it says melter on it. But there's no range on it, so it's just close combat. So it must be like a tunnelling device of some format, which only works like less than a foot away or something, I don't know. But he's pointing the weapon up, so I'm going to give him the graviton gun instead of that, because it looks like he's shooting. And this guy's going to get the melter. Again, it's hard to tell whether you can see it on which hand you can see it better. I'm going to put it on this one as well, so it's both on the same arm. So it'll both be on the left hand, so they're both right hands on both of them are going to get the thumb section on. Okay, so I'm going to glue these 2 bits together after all that. And Claire's going to cut those parts off, and you may as well cut the parts off for the left arm as well. It's all here, which is 17, 14, 16, 15, 56, which is the pipe. And then again, for this guy we want 19, which is the graviton weapon. So we'll be back with those parts cut off and ready to put together. Okay, so we're back. So the pipe's been fitted on. I think the fitting for these pipes is really awkward. It doesn't really seem to fit in that well. It just slides into place when you get it right. But I thought there'd be like some more guide on that'll fit into place. But there we go. It's in. Got top parts on. Ready to rock and roll. So we're on to the arms. So part 8 and part 11. Literally, it just fits in like that. And then we have the buzz saws, which are going to go on the sides. So there and there. Underneath we have the actual thing which fits in. And obviously we put the bit that's sticking out of the buzz saw. So we'll look at that. Sorry for the paint on my hands, guys. I've been painting Carnivale buildings. Carnivale. So that back bit is going to go at the back, if you will. And then we've got the thumb piece there, which, I'll put it down, goes on this little line there. So all the weapons go on this little bit here. So that's going to go together. And then pretty much the same on the other side. With very similar fittings, that's going to go into there. Same with the buzzsaws. Then we have this extra little bit with the piping. Now that fits underneath there. It's going to be a bit fiddly to put on, but it's going to fit in there. I'll show you it when it's on. But it seems to go that way around and in there. And then we have the little graviton gun there as well. So I'm going to go ahead and stick both arms together, and then we'll come back. Okay guys, just show you the completed arms. So that's the right arm there, with the thumb lock on, pretty easy to put together. It's a bit fiddly. You can see there, that's where the pipe goes. It only goes one way around. The flat side goes up at this side, and then there's like one with a tiny little chip out of there that fits into just the crease there. The graviton gun doesn't go onto the little clip, it goes next to it. So if you see there, it's slightly off-centered. So that's how that fits on. And then obviously the two buzz saws will only go on the side they're meant to go on. Same with the other one, and they've got very unique fittings, so even if you cut all the parts off, the buzz saws are actually only going to fit into the correct slot. So you can't really put them in the wrong slot without it looking odd. That's what it should look like when it's done. There we go. I suppose you could always fit the other graviton gun from the other hand onto there as well. You've got like one on one side. You've got like a twin linked one. Anyway, that'd look cool. But I'm going to keep it like that. So that's the left arm. So now we're going to move on to the legs. So we've got the left and right leg here. So leg wise, we've got this main part here.
That's 22.
That's 22. 25 is the toes, which we assume will go at the front. Is that right? Oh yeah, because it's sort of leaning forward, isn't it? Yeah, so the toes go at the front. No surprises there. We have this part of shin.
23.
The shin. Does that go on there?
Looks like it.
I think so.
Yeah, and then...
It looks like it does. Always check the box out when you get confused. It's a bit odd. That's going to be forward. I think that goes higher. I think that goes up there. You know. So what? Yeah, it does. It goes higher up than it looks like on the picture. It looks like it's pointing to that bit, but it doesn't. It goes up there. So it's higher up. Yeah, and that fits in as well. Okay.
26.
26. This is the back part of the foot. That literally fits on there. And then we have 24, which I assume is this side part, which is missing. And that seems to go on either that way around, or more likely that way around, with the rivet at the bottom. That's how that one goes together. Oh, got
That's,
that as well.
Yeah.
This is literally a mirror image.
So you've got 27, 28, 29, 30 and 31.
Yeah, so it's a mirror image. It's just going to be in a slightly different position. And then we have...
The pelvis.
I would call it groin.
I'm being posh.
The groin. So that connects the two legs together. So yeah, there's two little holes there, which are going to fit on. I'll probably put it on the wrong side. How round does it go on? See if that's the left leg, isn't it? Yeah. So it should go on there, shouldn't it? The question's rhetorical, obviously. Yeah. but it will work if I actually have it the right way up. Yay! Like that. There we go. This is it. There we go. Done. So that's going to fit into there afterwards. So we should come back with the whole leg assembly done. So we'll be back in a moment. Okay, so that is the leg assembly. You see there's a bit sticking up. That's what we're just going to attach underneath there. So we're going to put that on to there. Then we need to put on the arm as well. So the right arm, right arm is going to go on. And then we need part 12, which is the shoulder panel, which is there. That looks like it just fits over the top of that, to be honest. That's just going to go around as it goes that way. So with the square part on there forward, it's going to fit into there. So we'll stick that on and that on. Stick the shoulder panel on. Then the other arm goes on actually as well. So we may as well stick all those parts together. In the meantime, that's the wrong body. In the meantime, we need parts 20, 18, which is the other shoulder pad. And these cool like grappling hook things, 34 and 35. So we also need part 33 down here. So I'll let Claire get all those off and I'll come back. So we're back, we've stuck the limbs and everything together. This is what we're at. It looks cool. He's a bit smaller than I was expecting actually. From the image I expected him to be a bit bigger. Doesn't really bother me that much.
I thought that as well. He's quite tiddly.
He's quite stout.
Yeah.
It's like something the squats would employ.
Maybe there's a squat in there, you never know.
Maybe this is like part of the future squat army. That'd be awesome. If they had like these like tumbling autonoma like this, it'd be brilliant. Okay. So we have, this is the back panel.
Mm-hmm.
So part 20. I don't know which way around it goes though. It must be a specific way around. This is a very specific sort of attachment. Presumably it's going on there, is it? Would you say? Like that. Where does it go? Does it go on the arm part? It does, doesn't it? I thought it went right on the back. It doesn't. It goes on the arm.
Ah.
Okay. In which case, I believe it goes on there somewhere.
Right.
Which is weird. We have underneath.
Oh yeah, so it does.
Ah, there we go. So we have a little line underneath, don't we? So that's going to fit on to one of these. There we go. So it fits on there, like that.
So it's like an armoured shoulder pad
Yeah.
almost, yeah.
So that needs to go on. These arms are not staying on as well. It's held that for ages, trying to do that in place. The legs went on no problem. The arms are a bit awkward to actually stay in place. Right, if you maybe pinning them might help a little bit. Even though there's like an attachment, there seems to be a lot of give in it, so it's not just like locking into place and staying there. So that goes on there.
Okay.
That goes on the other shoulder pad. 35 and 34, they go in these little holes at the front. And then this bit, it's like the control thing for it. That goes at the back. I believe. Yeah, so there, where the engine part is, there's just like a little line next to that pipe, that first pipe we put on. That goes on there, just hanging down. So I'll glue the rest of this together. I'll have to put it on the base now, or paint the base first. You know what, I'll stick it on the base now. It's easier than trying to handle it like this. So I will stick these parts on, stick it on the base, and then we'll come back. Okay, so there we go. There is Ambot A. Very cool. Does look good. It's smaller than I thought it was. And now I've seen it, it's really quite squat looking and really sort of like. I suppose the ambull is based on is very similar with the massive body and the sort of carapace. You can see why. But it doesn't feel imperial to me. It feels like it belongs in a squad. Or in the depths of Necromunda where it is actually from. Right, okay, so now we're going to move on to Ambot B. So we want part 7. We want part 55, which is it's very similar. I think, is it the same cable?
I think it's the same cable, yeah.
So we'll attach those on, same way as before. I think is this the same part as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we've got, what is the second cable? Your part, is it there? That's a different part.
Was it 7?
I wonder if the cable in a different position because the arm's in a different position.
Ah.
That's probably what it is. So we have parts 11, 8, 10 and 9. I want the thumb for that as well because that's the right arm. And the left arm.
53, that's different.
Yeah.
14.
Mm-hmm.
56. 15, 16.
Yeah.
And you want the little melter.
Put the melter thing on this one.
It's 36.
So there we go. So these are going to go together in a very similar way. This melter does actually fit onto the line underneath, so that's where that's going. So I'll come back with all this built. I might even stick the arms on already because they were a bit of a pain to put on afterwards actually. So I might put them on before we move on to the next section. So we'll come back and I think we'll move on to the legs next. Okay, so here we are. I have attached the arms up to now just so they've got time to set better. They seem to have gone on a little bit better than the first one anyway. So the legs, pretty much the same idea. All the same components, really, is it?
Yep. Except
the stance is going to be different because I think he's put weight on the other leg.
Yeah, these are 46 and 40s as opposed to the 27, I think it is.
But they go together in a similar fashion, and then we have the same pelvis part there. So we'll stick the legs together and get them on, and then we can move on to the next part. Okay, so we've got that bit, and now we have this bit, which is the legs. They're going to connect together like so, and now we're going to be putting on again the shoulder pad number 12, going to go on this side.
From over there.
You have this large part, like some sort of shielding going on there. I think we've got exactly the same parts actually from now on.
You have actually, it's all the same parts.
Yeah, and that goes on the back as well. So I'll stick them all together and we can have a look at them finished. So there we go, the two Ambots next to each other. Really cool actually. The nearest thing to a high granger I've got lying about is probably a gene stealer. So there's a couple of gene stealers for scale. So you can see they are bigger than the average person. Like a bulked up Terminator or something, I don't know. They look really cool though.
They do look cool. I suppose that one is slouching to one side, so that's going to make him lower than what he truly is,
he's
really.
Barging into somebody.
Yeah, it looks like he's just going, get out of my way.
But, yeah. There they are. The back of them. I mean, the weapons choices on them is literally, do you want to grab a dong on or not? So one's got one hasn't. I mean, they're that small a weapon, it'd be a case of if my opponent said they had something else, and I wouldn't be that bothered, as long as they told me in advance. So if they said it doesn't have a grabbing tongue on, or he does, or whatever. I mean, you can't even see his gun, to be fair, underneath there. You'd not be able to see the other one if it was around there, so there we go. I put different ones on for difference. You could magnetise them. You need a small magnet, but again, I don't see the point, to be honest. There we go. So that is the Luther pattern, excavation, automata, Ambots. They're cool. I think I'm tempted to get a Necromunda gang. I think. Now.
Oh.
Tempted. I'm gonna have a look into it. I definitely want to paint these up. I'm not sure what I'm going to paint them as or in. So maybe if I get a gang, do some gang colours. Yeah, I could use paint. I was going to use like
chocolate spread.
Chocolate spread and cream with strawberries on. That's what I was going to do. But paint is probably a better idea. There we go. Oh dear. But yeah, so I'm looking at getting a Necromunda gang.
Claire's lost the plot, I think.
Claire's lost the plot.
Yeah. So if you got a Necromunda gang, what are you getting?
I used to run Goliath.
Mm.
Used to run Goliaths all the time. And then I had a rat skin gang and a spider gang at one point. So I do fancy something different. Probably not Goliaths this time. I always like the look of the Orlocks.
Mm.
Kind of like your atypical sort of gang. The Van Sar's cool as well, especially the new ones.
Yeah, they look quite interesting.
With all the funky tech. I'll have to have a look at the gangs and see which one I think they look. What about yourself?
It's got to be between Cawdor and the Delacues. Is that how you say it? Delax?
Delacue.
Delax, yeah, something like that.
I like Delacue.
Delacue.
It sounds...
I don't know, I think they remind me of these dudes actually.
Yeah, I mean the original metal ones.
Yeah.
Sure, I've got some of them somewhere. The original metal ones made very good Gene Stealer cults back in the day.
Yeah.
So yeah, they are very much like...
I've seen the pictures of the new gang on...
They're very different.
They are very different. They're a lot more live.
Sort of Matrixy sort of...
Yeah.
There's another film that I'm trying to remember. Is it Dark City or is it... What's the one I'm thinking of? The film's gone. Where they keep erasing everyone's mind.
I don't know.
Is it Dark City? I can't remember. Someone will know in the comments. The film where they keep erasing people's memories and implying new memories and the guys wear like these long black coats. Anyway.
Nope.
Maybe it was
Lost
a dream
on
I had.
me.
It's probably a dream I had.
Your dreams are weird.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah, it's going to be between those two for me.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I'll have to have a think.
I have to have a think, make up a gang, get a box set, put it together. So there we go, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
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 Right,
Then you can use your little ambull.
No, he's my ambull. I just like the look of them, the different... The for my upcoming squat army. What? It's news to me, I know. But there we go. So please like and subscribe. If you want to see us get some Necromunda stuff, put it in the comments. If you want to see us play Necromunda, put it in the comments. If you have any opinions on which version of Necromunda is better, old than you, put it in the comments. I'm quite happy to listen. Other than that, please like and subscribe. And hopefully we'll see you again soon, guys.
See you soon.
Bye for now.
Bye.